Join us as we review the year that was and go beyond to usher in 2021.
Hey, in the other 2021?
The year of new perspectives with a renewed mindset this Wednesday, 30th December 2020 at 10:30 p.m. only on NTV.
Ndogo, please, let us leave those in 2020, sawa?
Aji 2021 brought to you by Safaricom. Twende to QK. Let's go beyond.
It's your duty as a wife to be with your husband in good and in bad times.
I'm not ready to accept it yet.
He took his own life.
Depression is something terrible and it can make you do something crazy. I just hope that you never suffer from it so that no one will judge you like you're judging Rafael.
La Bonita must be dead to all of us. Do you understand?
That's really good news.
If I don't keep my promise to give him a job in the company, he's going to give Dad a recording of us discussing our plans.
But Roberta, how could you allow that to happen, huh?
On this first episode of 2021,
Easy flags, they represent all the countries that is represented at Philadelphia.
the sights and sounds of Philadelphia through the eyes of Kenyan teacher Paul Musumba. Plus, is living and working in the US a bed of roses?
Oh, no. Abroad is not a bed of roses at all. That you really have got to work hard.
This Saturday at 7:30 p.m. only on NTV.
What a relief! Thank you, Gold Crown. If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.
Experts Business College is a professional training institution located within Thika Town. Since our inception, we are known for our exciting approach to tertiary education and training. For the last decade, many students have graduated and taken successful career paths. We strongly believe that the students that we teach should possess the required skills and competencies to compete effectively in the global market. We offer courses in journalism, business management, human resource, ICT, among others. For more information, contact us on the details on your screen.
We'll take nothing for granted and always remember to taste the simple joys.
Enjoy the magic of Christmas with Coca-Cola.
We offer medical, health, hospitality, IT, business, fashion. Admissions are now open.
This Christmas, jaza, kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Krisi, ibambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
Wear masks in public and keep social distance of at least 1.5 meters. Limit travel if you can. Avoid public gatherings and avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. If you experience flu-like symptoms such as running nose or difficulty in breathing, stay home and text or call 719 for follow-up. Should you require medical advice, call 719 and speak to our counselors. This message has been brought to you by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with the European Union, Government of Canada and Amref Health Africa.
Welcome to Kenya School of Medical Science and Technology, Thika. A place to change the course of your destiny. We offer medical, health, hospitality, IT, business, fashion, Admissions are now open.
Gina ni NCBA, and it's been 60 years of inspiring greatness. NCBA, go for it.
That's when she replied, "Give me one good reason to stay with you." Nikamtumia 100 reasons to be my boo. Akanisho unabonga sana kwa text lakini in real life when I'm timid. Hapo nika get minutes ya kupaint picture vivid. Akasema ati I'm in demand. Unadhani DM yangu ni MB? Kumbe nilikuwa nishasotiwa na 100 MB.
Call, SMS and browse from only 10 shillings with Telkom. Now that's power. Telkom, moving with you.
This is NTV.
Hi there, it's 1 o'clock. Thanks very much for joining us during this broadcast. I'm Smriti Vidyarthi. Now, at the very beginning of the COVID-19 outbreak here in Kenya, the government implemented a series of multifaceted public health interventions and enforced them strictly throughout the country. Well, these measures proved successful in mitigating the spread of COVID-19, but they could have a negative impact on tuberculosis control in the country. On one hand, the stigma associated with the COVID-19 pandemic and hospitals at the onset discouraged people from seeking medical attention. On the other hand, the measures reduced the transmission of TB occurring outside the household. However, TB, like COVID-19, is an airborne disease and, with similar symptoms, could lead to discrimination, which would interrupt the treatment of patients who need to be on a strict regimen. Compounded with the stigma, the cost of treatment makes the situation more difficult for patients and caregivers.
Japokuwa ninasonga, nasikia sina nguvu, ninakaa chini. Mzee wangu pia sasa hana pesa. Kazi yenyewe ni hiyo ya bodaboda na pikipiki pia si yake. Wewe mwenyewe una pesa hata kwenda matibabu.
Ilikuwa changamoto sababu wajua kitawana wale watu walikuwa wanafanya nao, wengine mali napoteza, wengine hakuna pesa. Hata wakati wa msimu wa corona kazi ilikuwa ngumu. Na ule ngumu mpaka sasa hii kazi iko ngumu. Ni challenge lakini itaisha.
Mtu ambaye ana TB akikohoa, vile viini vinazunguka kwa hewa. Yule atakayekutana na hiyo hewa akivuta ndani atakuwa ameambukizwa. Lakini inategemea na kinga za mtu.
Elsewhere, health workers in Isiolo County have received a donation of 5,000 KN95 face masks. The special masks are part of the demands that the currently striking healthcare workers had asked for. According to the County COVID-19 Emergency Response Committee, the donation would be distributed to all the health facilities in the county on a need basis. The face masks were donated by the United States Agency for International Development, that's USAID, for use by frontline healthcare workers.
To the chairman, the COVID committee, who is the county commissioner. We are donating to the county referral hospital for the benefit of the medical fraternity. These are meant to reduce the infections of COVID within our county. I had informed the county governor about this, and he asked me to donate them through the COVID committee.
Yule akukumbukaye kwa dhiki ndiye rafiki. We are facing a common enemy, that is COVID-19. So any contribution from anybody goes a long way in saving lives.
The newly appointed Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Malindi, Willibard Lago, has urged Kenyans to adhere to the stringent COVID-19 prevention measures put in place by the Ministry of Health ahead of New Year celebrations. Bishop Willibard Lago was appointed by Pope Francis yesterday to head the diocese following the death of Bishop Emmanuel. He has served as Mombasa Catholic Archdiocese Vicar General for 12 years. As he expressed his joy with the appointment, he asked Kenyans to follow the elaborate measures to curb the coronavirus.
Kristu na Wakenya wote waniombee ili ninapoanza kazi hii ambao Baba Mtakatifu amenituma nifanye Malindi, nifanye kulingana na mapenzi ya Mungu, nifanye kwa bidii, nifanye kwa utaalamu, nifanye kwa ushirikiano na viongozi wa dini zote na waumini wote bila kubagua dini au tabaka ya mtu.
Kujiandaa pia kwa mwaka mpya. Wajua sasa sisi binadamu kuna njia zetu tumezoea kusherehekea kwavyo. Iwe ni sherehe ya Krismasi, iwe ni Pasaka, iwe ni nini. Hasa kuna mrengo fulani wa watu tafrija ambazo zinazidi kukosa heshima ya kwamba ule ukaribu unakaribiana. Sasa tuweze kujichunga sana, hasa mwaka mpya unapokuja. Tunapoambiana Merry Christmas, let's all remember and Happy New Year. Mr. Corona naye anasema na wewe uko wapi bwana nikushike. So we are saying Corona has not gone on holiday. It's here and it will be here if we are not careful.
Elsewhere, about 50 girls who had sought refuge at Autumn Girls Primary School for fear of undergoing female genital mutilation will now stay at the institution until next week when schools reopen. The girls were living in fear of undergoing the cut or being married off. The girls were rescued from several parts of West Pokot County days after schools were closed in December. The group was visited by a team from the North Rift Institute of Engineers of Kenya to encourage them to pursue their dreams despite the challenges they're faced with. West Pokot County is among regions that still practices female genital mutilation and early marriage among girls.
I think there's a good opportunity to pursue beyond just what the community presents. So because I'm an engineer, I came to bring an opening their eyes so they know, like our sister here said, they should only know about teaching. So if there is anything beyond teaching, there is engineering, there is medicine, there is architecture, there is all those beautiful courses. So I want them to pursue without limitations.
Penda tuwe na rescue center, lakini kuwalisha hawa watoto katika center imekuwa ni shida kwetu na mahitaji mengine. Lakini sasa tunaona huku mbele vile tumejiunga na hawa engineers na pamoja na marafiki wengine, pengine huku mbele tutaendelea kuweka wasichana wengi zaidi.
Quick action by residents of Tigoni area and the prompt arrival of the Kiambu Fire Brigade today saved what could have become an imminent disaster of forest fire, where illegal charcoal burners left the area where they were cutting trees unattended. Reports indicate that the fire, which started in the mid-afternoon hours, consumed vegetation fiercely, propelled by the dry and windy conditions of the area. It is suspected that the fire was caused by illegal logging and charcoal burning. The fire brigade, with support from the area residents, were able to contain the raging inferno before it destroyed a huge chunk of vegetation.
Ndio tukakuta makaa imetoboa, imeshika hii kichaka. Ndio tukachukua hatua, tukasema hapana. Tukaanza kuchukua vijiko na majembe, tukaanza kutupa mchanga, lakini sasa inge spread hapa kila mahali ichome.
Accountable. We are calling upon the government to emphasize on the ban of charcoal burning, particularly on private land, on private property, where there are lots of people who can be exposed to the hazard or the danger that comes with that.
Nyandarua Governor Francis Kimemia has asked the government to help address the plight of domestic workers employed abroad. Kimemia, who was speaking after the county government secured the release of a worker framed and jailed in Egypt for theft, said most Kenyans who had moved abroad to work as domestic servants were suffering in silence due to a lack of better avenues to articulate and address their concerns. Kimemia said the case of Maureen Wamboi should serve as a wake-up call to Kenyans and the government. Wamboi had travelled to Egypt in May 2019 at the invitation of a Kenyan friend, only to be thrown into bondage when her employer declined to pay her full salary.
Skilling this young lady, Maureen, make sure she has a skill. She got a D+ in Form 4, and she'll be able to get equipment also, so she can start a job. She can, reconstruct her living through non-formal systems, either in the jewelry industry, in the small and medium-term enterprises. We have a fund in the county that can support young people to commence businesses in the county. So one doesn't need to go out to work as a slave in a foreign land, and then you come back either in a coffin or disabled or from jail or suffer consequences that you live to regret for the rest of your life.
Residents of Cheptigit in Belgut, Kericho County have held protests over the poor state of the roads in their area. The residents showed their anger by planting banana stems and blocking the roads with stones. They claim that there have been too many accidents, mostly blamed on the terrible state of the roads, with school children having difficulties accessing school. They called on the area leaders to stop focusing on national politics and instead focus on area development matters.
Barabara haipitiki, njia telezi. Wakati wa mvua hatubebi vitu vyetu ya mashamba ya biashara. Kuvuka hapa hivi ni shida. Pesa wangu grandson yangu, please come over, kuja kwetu kuambie shida yetu. Huwezi ukajua umetoka Msambweni juzi. Welcome.
Kutokea lami pale juu Kiptome mpaka Multi Factory. Hizi magari huwa zinafunja spring sana. Sasa tunaomba atusaidie, atupanulie hii barabara, atutengenezee mitaro ndio maji ipite vizuri, ndio isiharibu barabara.
Watu wengi wa potapota wameanguka kwa njia. Wengi hata wakipelekwa hospitali wanaumia kwa njia sana.
Watoto pia wameingia.
Watoto wameingia kwa maji. Shule karibu ifunguliwe, watoto wanaumia. Na vile hata sahi hata inyeshi na already unaweza fikiria inanyesha. Hii barabara is worst and shouldn't be existing kwa hii era kabisa.
Now, a family in Kamira village of Marangwa constituency, that's in Murang'a County, has had no reason to smile or celebrate during the festive season due to the harsh conditions they live in. The family of 7 has for years lived in a crammed one-room shanty as they've been unable to raise resources to build a house. But the family received a little Christmas cheer when well-wishers showed up with some goodies to help the family through the holiday season. Receiving the gifts, Mary Mudhoni said fitting an entire family in a one-roomed house is difficult since she has to send all the children outside whenever she needs to cook. Neighbours say they are donating resources to build the family a bigger house.
Ndio, tukilala watoto huwa wanalala chini kwa gondoro, alafu mimi na mzee tunalala kwa kitanda. Saa nyumba ni squat sana, hawatoshiagi vile, lakini huwa tunalala hivyo juu ya shida. Kukinyesha huwa kuna kuwa baridi ni mingi. Sasa kama watoto wako hapo chini, unaona wenyewe wanateseka wakiwa chini.
Moshi wakati wanapika, kwa maana wanatumia kuni, huwa inasubua hasa hawa watoto wadogo, na kuna wengine hata wanasoma. Mambo ya kufanya studies jioni haiwezekani, kwa hivyo hata performance yao inakuwa chini sana.
Tunataka wale wanasikia hii sauti wakaweza kuguzwa na mkono wa Mungu, tukaweza kusaidia hii familia ili kaweza kuwa na nyumba yao kumbwa kama ya room 3.
Tuwanunulie kitu kama ng'ombe hivi, wapate kazi ya kufanya, na pesa ikibaki wapate kazi ya kufanya ili wapate mapato ya kulea watoto wao.
Wishing them all the best. At this point, we're taking a quick break on the bulletin, but there is more when we return, so don't go far.
Experience the all-new PesaPop app from Family Bank. Enjoy a fresh new look with simplified navigation, access instant loans, save and earn interest, pay your bills, send and receive money locally and abroad, buy airtime and so much more. Download PesaPop app and make your banking convenient, easier and faster. PesaPop ni pesa bila stress. Family Bank, with you for life. Family Bank is regulated by the Central Bank of Kenya.
Jana ulipotea hivyo baada ya kupepa ule mtemu kwa potapota ukaenda hivyo. Unajua huyo mrembo alinipeleka hadi kwa nyumba. Nikasema mimi siedi kugalisha masikio. Nikatapa shughuli.
Gawa, mbona mjipendi?
Kwa nini?
Yaani unawezaje patana tu na mtu kwa street alafu uende ukachapiane naye?
Kalishizo mashine.
Ulitumia raba eh?
Kwani bado mnatumia raba?
Okay, ngoja niulize jamaa. Nani hapa hivi amepimwa hivi majuzi?
Pale kwa Mwangi. Si ni 10 bob.
Sijasema kupimwa weight. Saa hizi kupimwa HIV ni haraka na ni bure. Unaweza pimwa kwa clinic na bado unaweza jipimia kwa nyumba yako wewe mwenyewe na self test kit 500 peke yake.
Niende nipimwe, nichipate niko positive. Unajua hakuna kitu naogopa kama hiyo.
Kuko na madawa na kuko na counseling na utaishi maisha yako normal tu. Kuko na HIV si eti ni mwisho.
Wewe uko nayo?
Mimi nilishapima.
Unapoendelea kujikinga kutokana na HIV, tafadhali zingatia taratibu zote za serikali za kujikinga na virusi vya corona.
Hivi, afya bora, maisha bora. Jipime, jiinue.
This Christmas, Quickmart wamesema wacha troli isuffocate, wacha troli ichoke. Jaza, kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above na uko ndani ya draw. Krisi ipambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
Kuchukua selfie ni kuchukua control ya future yako. Buy an Quick or Insti HIV test kit from your local pharmacy or through My Dawa. Hurry and get yours today at 150 Kenya shillings for a limited period of time. To talk to someone on how to use the test kits or interpret the test results and what to do next, call 1190. Amua kujua. Chukua selfie.
Go Ahead is believing to make each day a brighter day. The confidence to create opportunity. It's those small acts that go a long way. Going Ahead is us changing our communities to go ahead. Now, that is the Kenyan spirit.
Kuenda mbele ni roho ya Kenya.
Welcome back. A journalist covering an election rally of Ugandan opposition leader Bobi Wine was hospitalized on Sunday after being injured during a clash between security forces and the candidate's supporters, police said. The unrest occurred near the southern town of Masaka, some 130 kilometers from the capital, Kampala. The journalist is in serious condition.
With just weeks to the much-anticipated presidential election in Uganda, tension between police and the supporters of pop star turned politician Bobi Wine intensified one more time.
Soon becoming catastrophic damage.
This time involving a journalist associated with Wine, who was reportedly injured after police used tear gas to disperse a crowd that had gathered to listen to Wine. A police report says that journalist Ashraf Kasiri, who works for a YouTube channel devoted to Wine's campaign, was in serious condition.
So we have resolved to stop covering security agencies and Uganda Media Center, which is the center for journalists in Uganda. Reason, these guys are continuing to beat us, harass us, in the name of telling us to be to be patriotic, which is a partisan move.
Bobi Wine, age 38, is a pop star and lawmaker who is seen as the main challenger to incumbent President Yoweri Museveni in the January 14th polls. Kasiri sustained blunt force injuries above the left eye, allegedly from a tear gas canister, and was taken to the Masaka hospital for emergency treatment. 2 other cameramen were injured.
We are walking out.
Wine said on his Twitter account that his campaign is hoping against hope that the journalist will leave. President Museveni, aged 76, has been in power in the former British colony since 1986.
Elsewhere, the novel coronavirus has had a devastating impact around the globe. But the World Health Organization warned that worse pandemics could lie ahead, urging the world to get serious about preparedness. In a rare personal comment, the World Health Organization chief spoke of his personal pain over the worsening conflict raging in his home country of Ethiopia.
2020 has been very difficult for me because my country is in trouble. My country, Ethiopia, is in trouble. And the war, the devastating war that's happening, is actually in my home country, in my home region, Tigray. And I have many relatives there, including my younger brother, and I don't know where they are. I haven't communicated with them because communication is not there. As if COVID is not enough, I have that personal pain also. I worry about my country. The way 2 months ago exact, I became a grandparent, a grandfather. Although I worry, considering the 2 difficult situations that are happening about my granddaughter, but at the same time, looking at her, I see also hope.
How moving, but as he said, there is still some hope. Remember, do your part as best you can, wash your hands, sanitize, keep social distance, and also wear your mask correctly. Well, let's take you to South Africa now, and the COVID-19 surge there has taken the country to more than 1 million confirmed cases, as the president called an emergency meeting of the National Coronavirus Command Council. The country's new variant of the coronavirus, 501.V2, is more contagious and has quickly become dominant in many areas of the resurgence, according to experts. The president announced a return to restrictive measures designed to slow the spread of the disease.
We have to flatten the curve to protect the capacity of our healthcare system, to enable it to respond effectively to this new wave of infections. From now on, it is compulsory for every person to wear a mask in a public space. A person who does not wear a mask covering over their nose and mouth in a public place will be committing an offense. A person who does not wear a mask could be arrested and prosecuted. The sale of alcohol from retail outlets and on-site consumption of alcohol will not be permitted.
The United States House of Representatives dealt a blow to President Donald Trump this week by rejecting his veto of a defense bill, setting the stage for the Senate to deliver the first veto override of his presidency. The Democratic-controlled House voted 322 to 87 to override Trump's veto of the $740.5 billion bill, with 109 members of the president's own party siding with Democrats. A similar motion will be introduced in the Republican majority Senate, where it will also have to gain two-thirds support to override the president's veto. The National Defense Authorization Act, which includes funding for military projects and a pay rise for troops, was passed this month by 335 votes to 78 votes in the House and by 84 votes to 13 votes in the Senate. But the act was vetoed by the president because it did not repeal Section 230, which is a federal law that provides liability protection to internet companies. Now, the World Health Organization has warned that worse pandemics could lie in the future despite the impact the novel coronavirus has had around the globe. According to the WHO Emergency Response Program, Michael Ryan, the coronavirus pandemic has been severe and the society needs to be ready for severe pandemics in the future, as the case fatality of the COVID-19 pandemic is reasonably low in comparison with other emerging diseases. The COVID-19 pandemic has quickly spread around the world and has affected every corner of this planet. All right. To some sports news now, and Bungoma Governor Wycliffe Wangamati presided over the pooling of teams participating in the Wangamati Sports Tournament ahead of playoffs that kicked off on Wednesday. According to Wangamati, the sports extravaganza is just but a highlight of his overall agenda in sports. While addressing team managers at the Kabula Pastoral Centre, Wangamati said his government is working on a policy that will allow the award of sports scholarships to the most talented students as part of his wider sports development agenda, adding that his staff shall be recruited based on their exploits on the pitch. He expressed that the event will be expanded to accommodate more sports, including rugby, basketball and hockey. The now annual event is expected to run up to the 3rd of January.
Football men.
And I want to assure you that as we start this tournament, we have engaged scouts from Nairobi. Wawe hapa kuangalia hizi michezo so that those who can be scouted for wapate nafasi ya kwenda mbele wachezee timu zingine za national team. That if possible, kama tunaona una talanta and we have an opportunity, kama county government ya Bungoma, tunaweza kupatia nafasi kuja kufanyia kazi sisi as you continue playing.
The Lawrence Sifuna Cup in Tongaren, that's in Bungoma County, has come to an end. Speaking at the Tongaren Sports Grounds during the finals of the tournament, the sponsor, Honourable Lawrence Bifwali, said that apart from giving awards, the tournament has been of great help to the youth during this holiday and with the COVID-19 outbreak. Bifwali said that youths have been kept at bay from participating in crime-related activities, drug abuse and early pregnancies, as witnessed in most parts of the country. He added that he is working closely with other sponsors to start a youth academy in Tongaren sub-county that will identify and promote talents.
Kwa hivyo tunataka tushirikiane, tufanye hii kazi ambayo tumeanza leo, na hii tournament inapoisha mwaka ujao tunaanza tournament kutoka grassroots na tunaenda kuanza na hawa vijana wadogo so that we get the talents tukizipromote zikienda juu.
Right, to the English Premier League now, where Anwar El Ghazi continued his recent hot streak to seal a point for Aston Villa at Chelsea, who have won just once in 5 league outings. Chelsea dropped points for the fourth time in 5 Premier League games as they were held to a 1-1 draw by Aston Villa in their final match of 2020. Chelsea have a fairly substantial break now until they return to action at home to Manchester City in a potentially thrilling encounter on Sunday. Villa, on the other hand, have another tough task on New Year's Day as they go to Manchester United. In today's fixtures, Arsenal will be looking to build on Boxing Day's confidence-boosting win over Chelsea as they play Brighton in an early kick-off, while Manchester United will be determined to return to winning ways in the Premier League when they welcome Wolves to Old Trafford for Tuesday evening's late kick-offs showdown.
Een van de twee centrale verdedigers.
And that is your 1 p.m. broadcast. Thanks ever so much for joining us. I'm Smriti Vidyarthi. Have a great afternoon. More news coming your way at 7 and 9. Bye-bye.
This is NTV.
This Christmas, jaza kwa sababu there's a whooping 1 million bob to be won. All you have to do ni kupiga shopping worth 1,500 and above. Na uko ndani ya draw. Krisi, ibambe na Quickmart. Quickmart, fresh and easy.
Maji mdosi wangu ametupa simu yangu ndani ya maji.
Mdosi wako kwa sawa?
Venye Nkirota ameniambia ajui na akimpigia simu ashiki. Hi, guy, what the?
For the women who deserve more, Moped is now in Kenya and more than 40 countries. With its nylon-free surface, new Moped has unique softness and up to 100% protection. Your skin will love it.
Welcome to Westridge Schools in Thika Greens. We are CBC compliant. Admission is ongoing for playgroup, pre-primary 1 and 2, also grade 1 to 4 and class 5 to 7, all mixed. We also have a girls' boarding high school. The safety of your child is assured with spacious classrooms and dormitories. We have unmatched modern laboratories, gymnasium, swimming pool, and a spacious playground. Secure your chance. Call us on 0794 896 995. Westridge Schools. Aim high, we fly together.
Mzungu alikuja hapo kitambo akapata watu wanachimba gold. Is this a gold mine? Then Muluya akasikia akasema, hii ni kolomani.
Fun and food got together beautifully at GMC Place. Enjoy our succulent meals in a serene setting with a varied choice of fun games for the little ones. Cup it up with a cuppa or a cocktail, all available to your taste. Make your reservation today on 0701 560 560.
New taxes in 2021. Minimum tax.
This tax is anything but minimum. At 1% of turnover is likely to be a significant cost to.
The digital services tax. On the voluntary tax disclosure program.
The last open tax amnesty we had in this country was in 2003-2004. What that showed was that there were quite a number of people who are not paying taxes, and given the opportunity to self-declare and get a waiver of the penalties and interest, they did declare.
In the next edition of Business Redefined, we speak to the Associate Director for Tax and Regulatory Services at KPMG for this and more.
Spoiled little brat. Yes, I'm spoiled. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Dad, when are you sweetheart?
Ananipenda sana.
I love you too, baby.
Mwangene kama you want to marry her? I want to. Listen, you are my daughter, not my mother.
Si mimi ni mama yako? Cha kunibeba kama mtoto yako mimi. Hebu nikumbushe lini amsha hapo umekuwa mama yangu? Kazi ningemua.
Ati umesema nini? There is no love between your mom and I. Lakini nilipokutana na Reni hapa, my love life has been restored.
What a relief! Thank you, Gold Crown. If regular milk makes you feel uncomfortable, try Gold Crown lactose-free milk. Milk that loves you.